I'm Dr. Ryan DeBell from The Movement Fix, and in this video, we're gonna look at getting ready for 15.5, which we now know is rowing and thrusters. A couplet is gonna be dirty, it's gonna be nasty. Let's take a look at how to warm up for it to best prepare ourselves for success in this workout. Now, whenever we do a warm-up, a kind of specialized warm-up where we look at, how do we get ready to be in this position or this position or this position, or for this movement or this movement, we have to think about what are the most challenging positions that show up in that workout. And when I think about the rowing workout with thrusters, I'm thinking about the position of the low back on the rower is going to be something we got to prepare for. We got to get the hips ready to basically go as far forward in the pull as possible without cranking on the low back too much, because we're also going to be challenging that at the bottom of the squat and the thruster. So we're going to do something to get that prepared. And then I also think about the overhead lockout position of the thruster is challenging, as well as the bottom of the squat. So when we do these warm-ups, we're thinking about how do I get ready to best handle those most challenging positions, because those are the end ranges. Those are usually when the place where people have a problem. So the first thing we're going to start with is the straight leg raise. We've seen this a couple times through the open. It's great for any sort of pulling off the ground. I'm thinking about it as helping us get ready for the row and to get the hips and the kind of posterior chain ready for the demand. So we're going to start out with just 10 reps each leg of this. And what I'm going to think about here is having my face be directly up toward the ceiling, not cranking it back like this, so my chin is kind of tucked a little bit. I'm pushing my low back lightly into the ground. I'm pushing the palms of my hands into the ground, and I'm just gonna go 10 reps like this, and I'm trying not to let my low back really arch off the ground a lot when my leg comes down. And I'm going nice and easy here. I'm not really trying to push through a lot of tension. I'm just sort of putting some grease on the chain, so to speak, just to get this ready. So that for each round, I'm gonna do 10 reps of this, and I'm really pushing down pretty hard into the ground with my hands, which is getting some of my trunk muscles turned on. So that's gonna help us kind of get ready if we think about the pull of the row. The next thing we're gonna think about though is the lockout of the thruster. And for that, we're gonna use a primal pull through, and that also hits up some of the posterior chain stuff that's gonna help assist in the row. So for that, and it's gonna get the wrists ready, we're gonna go in a push-up plank kind of position. And what I'm gonna do is pull my chest toward the ground, butt goes up toward the ceiling, I'm pushing the ground away from me. I'm looking more or less straight down at the ground versus tucking my head through. And I'm just gonna hold it there for about half a second, come back, that's 1 rep. And I'm really trying to pull my chest through, thinking about extending my thoracic spine. So rather than thinking so much about my shoulders, I'm thinking more about doing this with my chest. It's just that my hands are overhead at the time. And that's really going to help your lockout in the thruster and actually make the top a little bit of a rest position. So I'm just going to go 10 reps here. And you'll definitely feel some of that in the posterior chain too. So the straight leg raise really feeds well into that. To get ready for the bottom of the squat position, we're going to go back to goblet squatting. And I'm just using a light kettlebell here, just 26 pounds. And for this, what I'm going to think about, when we do a thruster, one of the things that we don't like is when the upper back kind of rounds and we change the angle of pushing of the bar when we kind of come up out of the squat. So for this goblet squat, I really want to get the upper back prepared for that, as well as prepping the bottom position. And so I'm going to think about grabbing the handles like this, the kettlebell, whatever weight you use, and pull apart. So I'm getting some of the upper back ready for this demand of this movement. From here, I'm going to get whatever squat stance you like, descend, really thinking about pulling that chest through and trying to stay upright with the torso, because that's going to help in the ascension out of this position when we go into the thruster to press up overhead. So I'm going to do 5 reps here with a 5-second hold at the bottom. Not trying to, this is what people want to do. They want to round forward like this because it's a lot easier, but we really want to pull that handle, pull those handles apart, pull that chest through, and then come up vertical. So we're going to do 5 reps of that. Now for this whole warm-up, I think between 3 and 5 rounds is going to be appropriate. So I'm going to go through 1 full round in fast motion, and then we'll talk a little debrief when we're done with that. So here we go. Here's a full round. All right, so that's one round of the warm-up. Again, I think 3 to 5 rounds, you'll feel pretty ready to go, pretty warm, get your heart rate up and get you ready for those most challenging positions in the workout. So that's what I got for you guys for 15.5. Thanks for watching. Hey, here's the new Movement Fix t-shirt that I've been talking about. So front side and then the back side. This is available on our website for pre-order at themovementfix.com/shop. There's 100 available for pre-order originally. They're starting to sell out, so make sure you get one of the pre-orders to get the special price. If you don't already follow us on Facebook, make sure you go to facebook.com/themovementfix to get all our content, as well as follow us on Instagram at The Movement Fix. I'll see you guys on Monday for Movement Fix Monday. Go get it on 15.5. Take care.